All right, happy Thursday, everyone. And
Yeah.
it's the day before 4th of July. So I did this yesterday in my Wednesday class. Today, you're going to introduce yourself and you're going to tell me something that you either have a good memory about 4th of July or something about freedom, what freedom may mean to you, or I don't know, a combination of the both. So for me, I'll kick it off. I'm Cindy, and the one thing that, um, well, number one, I am so grateful to be an American citizen and have freedom and choice, um, regardless of who's president. We have more liberties, civil liberties, more freedoms. As a woman, the ability to vote, to have, for the most part, protective health care around my body and choices around my body. And then you go to the grocery store and you there's like 50 zillion, ketchups that you can choose. And I say that because when you travel to other countries, there's literally like two choices. And so I'm grateful for all of that. Um, and my number one thing that I love about 4th of July is fireworks. I love fireworks. And so I'm just grateful that I'm going to be able to go see them tomorrow night and here in Nashville, because we've got one of the top firework things in the country. So that's mine.
Excellent.
I can go next.
Yeah.
I'm Sam, and my Fourth of July memory is like every year, my parents and I would drive to this like weird, like I don't know what it was, like a motel or like some part of the road because there'd be fireworks at the high school in my hometown every year, and it was always packed in the parking lot, so you couldn't get a spot anyway. So a ton of us would just drive to this random just like an empty parking lot in front of some like
Hmm.
hotel. It was like kind of creepy, but you went there and we would just like sit on a car and like we would all, my brothers and I, we watched the fireworks there. We did that every year, I think, until I went to high school maybe, but like it was really fun.
Nice.
Very
Yeah.
good.
That's great.
Excellent. I'm
Margaret, you're
Jim.
still on mute, if just to
Oh,
let
okay.
you know. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Jim.
All right. I'm Jim, and I'm grateful for, I think, in terms of 4th of July, uh, having family cookouts and the parades on the 4th of July.
Yeah, yeah.
Brings back fond memories.
Yeah, that
The
those are
flowers blooming and all that. The
yeah,
trees are full, and everything's green.
yeah. I know, it's
And of
nice.
course, the fireworks.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, I'm Margaret, and I appreciate all the things you said about freedom, Cindy. And um, so, Jim, as you were talking, what popped into me was this one time, 4th of July. I was at my daughters were like 3 and 7, and my mom was doing this retreat up in this tiny, tiny town in Montana, and for a retreat, and we went with her, um, and part of they have this parade, and the main street is so small that we went
Mhm.
up and down it like 6 times.
Wow.
There was like one or two, like one float that we had made. It was the world or the globe, or the world and happiness and all that, and then a few other things. But that was a memorable 4th of
Oh,
July.
that's
Great.
great. That's great.
Great.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Yeah. Good. Good. Well, yeah. And so, in the spirit of that, we're going to move our bodies and, bring freedom into our practice. We've got freedom of speech. We've got, freedom to write on the internet, to write, you know, um, again, freedom of thought. You guys, we don't have, you know, um, we have so much that we oftentimes take for granted. Seriously. Um, so just we're going to sort of bring that energy of freedom and sort of openness and open up maybe the throat and heart chakras a little bit. And yeah, so let's get into child's pose. Spread the fingers wide, land on the mat. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. And coming into this place of gratitude and grounding. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. To start building the internal heat from the very beginning. In through the nose, X through the nose. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. And then just find your way to the middle of the mat. Sit on the heels. Bring the hands to the knees. Or you can sit on a block. Hands to the knees. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. In and out through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more. And then I want you to rub the hands together. Okay? Rub the palms together, bringing some heat and energy. And then I want you to place your hands on your heart. Okay? Close the eyes. Take a deep inhale. Feel the rise of the chest in through the nose. X through the nose. We're going to take 2 more breaths before we do our Om. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Good. And then from this position, we'll open up with one Om. Hands on the heart. Inhale for Om. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then gently open the eyes. Happy Thursday. Happy pre-4th of July. Interlace the hands. Push the arms out. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Take the arms above the head. Reach up. Press the palms to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand, left wrist. Lean right. In and out through the nose. And then come back up to center. Left hand, right wrist. Lean left. In and out through the nose. Good. Reach up, stretch up, twirl, separate the arms, twirl the hands around. One more. And then push back, downward facing dog. Okay. First dog of the evening, walk out the dog. Pedal out the feet. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. In and out through the nose. So go right into the Ujjayi breath. Inhale for plank. Exhale through the nose, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Keep it moving. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. In and out through the nose. Last one. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Warrior 1, right side. We're going to move, so keep up with me. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Extended side angle. And then hands to the mat. Right leg down. Back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Plank. Dog. Warrior 1, right side, rise. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse the warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle. Exhale. One more set, down to the hands, back to down dog. Inhale, plank, exhale, dog. Inhale, plank, exhale, dog. Inhale, plank, exhale, dog. Plank, dog, last one. Plank, dog, warrior one, right side, rise. Inhale up, warrior two, exhale. Reverse inhale, extended side angle, exhale. Take it down, back to plank, dog, plank, dog. In and out through the nose, okay? I'm already huffing and puffing. You guys should be already heated up pretty quickly, okay? Warrior one, left side, rise up. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Good, take it down. Push back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. Dog. Plank. Dog. Two more. Plank. Dog. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior one, left side. Rise. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Extended side angle. Take it down and flow. Back to dog. Inhale, plank. Dog. Plank. Dog. Plank. Dog. Plank. Dog. Last one. Plank. Dog. Warrior one, left side. Rise. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Extended side angle. Good. Take it down. Left leg back. Last one. Plank. Dog. Plank. Dog. In and out through the nose. Plank. Dog. Last two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Walk or top, jump, top of the mat. Halfway. Fold. Chair pose and hold. Okay. You should be really out of breath if you're doing that nose breathing. In and out. Sit down and breathe. In and out through the nose. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Hands to center. Twist to the right and hold. In and out through that nose. Small sips of air. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Twist left and hold. One more. Back to center. Inhale. Stay on the chair. Exhale. In and out. And then extended mountain. Inhale. Exhale. Circle the arms through to center. Good. And then grab a sip of water. Woo! Are we warmed up?
Yes.
Yep. All right, we're going to keep the flow going. Eagle right side, right under, right leg up and around. Okay. You're going to wrap the arms, wrap the legs. You're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Small sips of air. Unwind, airplane, extend the arms forward, keep the bind. Keep the bind in the arms, okay? So it's a bound airplane, right leg goes back. Good. Come back, eagle, swing the right leg around. Stay on the breath, in and out through the nose. And then unwind, inhale, eagle left side. Left under, left leg up and around. Okay. Be here for 3 breaths. Wrap the knees and arms. Hug in and out through the nose. Good. Keep the bind in the arms. Unwind the legs. Airplane, just bound arms. Reach forward, staying on the breath. One more. Good. Bind again. Bring the left leg around. Just wrap it around. Work the balance. Belly is in. Okay. Good. Good, Margaret. Stay for 3, 2. In and out through the nose. And 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. Standing knee raise, right side. Right hand to the right knee. Staying on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. In through the nose, out through the nose. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Standing figure 4, right crosses over the left. Bring the hands to center. Again, we're working the balance. Sit down. Try to make the figure 4 with the legs for 3, 2, 1. Good, Sam. Good. Come out. Shake it out. Standing knee raise, left side. Left hand, left knee. In and out through the nose, okay? This is really going to get a lot of energy in that heart and throat area. Stay on the breath. Figure 4, left crosses over right. Hands to center, sit down. Good, Margaret. Yep, Jim, you got it. Stay and breathe in and out through the nose. Last one. Good. And then come out. Good. Shake it out. Tree right side. Okay. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left calf, the inner part of the right thigh. Again, nothing says freedom more than this pose, okay? So you're going to take the arms up, reach them up to the heavens, stretch up, reach up, palms face out, stay on the breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open, in and out through the nose, deep inhale, deep exhale. One more breath in, one more breath out. Good. And then lower. And then tree left side. Ground down. And then lift up, reach up, stretch up. Palms face open. Staying on the breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. Good job, everyone. In and out through the nose, couple more breaths. Good. And then release. Good. Shake it out. Take the arms across the meridians. Just tap the kidney points back and forth. Inhale, exhale, twist right, twist left. In and out through the nose. Good. Then we're going to do standing adrenal twists, okay? Arms come out to 45-degree angles. You're going to inhale, twist right through the nose. Exhale, twist left through the nose. It's going to go pretty quickly. Small sips of air and begin. Halfway. Three more. Last one. Good. And then float the arms down, mountain pose. They're just going to hang by the sides. Pull the shoulders down the back. Chin is level with the floor. Eyes are closed. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Calm the breath down. Inhale. Exhale. Ground from the bottom of the feet as the breath starts to rise from the kneecaps to the thighs, to the belly, to the chest, to the throat, to the top of the head. And then exhale again, as slow as you can, from the crown, third eye, chin, heart, belly, solar plexus, root chakra, knees, down through the feet. One more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Good. And then gently open the eyes, step to the top of the mat. You're going to inhale the arms up, and then you're going to exhale through the nose, take a skier's lunge, and let it all go. Inhale, exhale through the nose. It's a very audible breath. Get all that frustration out of your body, halfway. In and out through the nose, okay? Keep those lips closed. 3 more. Last one. Good. And then roll up 1 vertebra at a time, nice and easy. Mountain pose, okay? Heart should be racing. Arms just hang. Chin is level with the floor. Look through your third eye. Deep inhale. Deep exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Slow it down. Breath in. Breath out. Last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. Good. Top of the mat, extended mountain. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway. Fold. And then walk the legs out to downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale, heels. Inhale, toes. Exhale, heels. Inhale, toes. Exhale, heels. Last one. Inhale, toes. Exhale, heels. Crescent lunge, right side. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. In and out through the nose. Peaceful warrior. Right hand up. Left hand down the back leg. Bend in that front knee. Triangle right side. Windmill the arms. Right hand to the floor of the block. Left hand up. Staying on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. 1 more. Twisting triangle. Left hand down, right hand up. Twist and breathe. Twist some more. Deep inhale. Twist 1 more. Good. And then come out of the twist. Again, in and out through the nose, pyramid to that right foot. Interlace the hands, bow forward. Belly is pulled up and in. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. 1 more. And then ground down as you rise, nice and easy. Good. Step the left foot. Other side, inhale, swan dive, exhale. In and out through the nose if you can do it. Halfway. Fold. Walk the legs back out to down dog. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale, heels. Inhale, toes. Exhale, heels. Inhale, toes. Exhale, heels. Last one, toes, heels. Good. Crescent lunge left side. Left foot forward, toes of the right. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, cactus. In and out through the nose. So keep working that heart energy, opening it up. Good, Sam. Yep, Margaret. That's it, Jim. Last one. Inhale up, exhale, warrior 2. Peaceful warrior, left hand up, right hand down the back leg. Triangle, left side. Windmill the arms, left hand to the floor of the block, right hand up. Twisting triangle. Arms and legs are straight. Breath is in and out through the nose. One more. Good. Pyramid to the left foot. Step the right foot in and bow forward. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Last one. Good. And then ground down as you rise. Nice and easy. Good. Step the back foot. Ooh, shake it out. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway, fold. Walk the legs out to the middle of the mat. Drop to the knees. We're going to do a round of cat-cows. Again, breath is in and out through the nose. It's going to go pretty quickly. We're going to keep warming up that spine. So you'll drop the belly, inhale, exhale, round the spine. Inhale, exhale. Small sips of air. Good job, everyone. Small sips of air. So inhale, exhale, in and out through the nose. Five more. Last one. Good. And then sit on the heels, close the eyes, hands to the knees. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, heart should be pumping pretty hard in and out through the nose. Keep it inward. It's a very detoxifying breath. It's like a rotor-rooter from the inside out. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Good. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Okay, hands to the top of the head. Again, breath is going to be in and out through the nose. Inhale, elbows together, exhale out. It is going to go, again, fast, okay? So we're really working the energy in the heart and the throat area, okay? These centers get closed in our body and trapped, right? Learning how to have compassion for ourselves, love and kindness, okay? In and out through the nose. Go. Halfway. Last round. Good. And then float the arms down, back to the knees, spine is straight, eyes are closed, in through the nose, out through the nose. Few more breaths here. Short inhale, short exhale. One. Good. And then find your way to a seated position. Okay. So your hands are going to be on the knees. You're going to basically, you're going to puff up the chest. Inhale. So you're going to, it's like you're almost doing cat-cows in a seated position. So you're going to puff up the chest, inhale, and then exhale. You're going to round the shoulders, round the spine. The chin is going to lock. So inhale, you're opening the heart. You can squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, round in, tuck the chin. Inhale, exhale. Short sips of air in and out through the nose. Three more. Good. Fingers are in mudra, thumb and index fingers together, 3 fingers down the knees. Close the eyes. Breath in through the nose. Long exhale through the nose out. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Breath in. Breath out. Okay, last one. Good. And then you're going to take right hand to the left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Listen carefully. We're going to twist and we're going to do breath of fire in a twist. Okay? This is really going to wring out stuck energy in the body. So you're going to twist. You're going to look over the left shoulder. I'd probably close the eyes. And from here, because the belly still stays straight, you're going to pump the belly in a twisted motion. Go. In and out through the nose. It's a bit of a rapid fire. Keep going. Keep twisting. Keep breath of fire. Go. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Hands on the knees. Reset. Deep inhale. Exhale through the nose. You should feel a lot of energy moving at the waist right now, at the liver, the adrenals. You should feel hot in these centers, okay? Twist over to the right side, left hand, right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Straighten the spine. Look over the right shoulder. Close the eyes. Breath of fire. Go. In and out through the nose. Halfway. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it out. Back to center. Hands on the knees. Eyes are closed. Inhale. Exhale. Through the nose. Keep the heat and the top is going. And this is very intentional. We're really flushing out toxic, trapped energy. Okay? Frustration energy, disappointing energy. All that is low energy in the body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Okay, you should start feeling an opening in the heart with all this breathing that we've been doing. One more inhale. Exhale. Good. Now you're going to walk the legs out in front of you. We're going to do sort of like a moving sit-up. I'll lower the camera just so you can see. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Okay, and then we're going to go right into our closing series. Breath is still in and out through the nose. You're going to inhale the arms up. You're going to exhale over. You're going to inhale up, exhale, take it back to the mat. Okay, inhale up, exhale over. In and out through the nose if you can do it. Inhale up, exhale back. Keep it going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, back, up, over, up, back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Take it back. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Take it back. Last round. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And then bring the right knee into the chest. Hug in. Heart should be racing again. Take the right leg up in the air. Point and flex the toe. Take the right leg down to the right side. So you're going to hold that right leg in midair, stretching out sort of the ABA adductors. Cross the body. Right leg goes over to the left side. Right arm extends. Bring the right leg back, point and flex the toe, hand behind the right hamstring. Twirl the ankle around. Figure 4, right over left. Interlace the hands behind that left hamstring. Use the elbows to push it out. So you're pulling and pushing the knees at the same time. Inhale. Exhale. You can do nose and mouth breathing. We're getting ready to go into our closing series. Okay, what is still lingering in the body? What do you need to release? One more, a few more breaths. Last opportunity to get anything else that might be hanging out. Good. Supine twist. Extend the left leg. Guide the right knee over. Try to keep the left thigh on the ground. Right hand goes lengthwise, so make a T. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Twist a little bit more. Exhale. One more. Good. And then release. Right leg goes long. Bring the left knee in, hug in. Arms at the rib cage. Left leg goes up, point and flex the toe. Guide the left leg over to the left side, hand in the middle of the thigh. So the left leg, it's about 30% from the ground, so it's not on the ground. You're just holding the leg in the midair. And then take it over to the right side. So now you're going to cross the body. The right hand comes on the outside of the left thigh. Good. Back to center, point and flex the toe. Figure 4, left crosses over right. Interlace the hands behind the right hamstring. Good. And then supine twist, extend the right leg. Oh, no. Sorry. Figure 4. Sorry. Left crosses over right. Interlace the hands, push the arms and legs out. Okay. Again, you can twirl both ankles. Just you pull or push as much as you need it. Couple more breaths here. And then supine twist. Extend the right leg, guide the left knee over to the right, T-top that left arm. Final stretch. Okay, one last opportunity here. Good, and then release. Left leg down to the mat, right into Shavasana, okay? Feet flop open, palms face the ceiling. Eyes are closed. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. And for the next few minutes, just see if you can completely unwind, unplug. And go right into the Shavasana. Just deep inhale through the nose and really surrender any last lingering anything. Okay? Surrender. Surrender it all. Stay on the breath and breathe. Stay in Shavasana. I'm actually going to read a really long reading. And believe it or not, in the 72 Names of God, they have a chapter on freedom. And it was so appropriate. I'm going to have to read it today. So, as we begin to transform our lives and experience true fulfillment, we are tested again and again. Each test of our ego injects doubt. The optimism and excitement we felt at the start of our journey vanishes. We start to complain. The ego is back. As slaves and children of slaves, the people of Israel were in bondage in Egypt for 400 years. Then came Moses, sent by the Creator. He won freedom for his people. Then he led them on a long and arduous journey, including the famous passage through the Red Sea. Eventually, they reached Mount Sinai, where they had a date with destiny. Strangely, however, the Israelites began complaining as soon as they escaped from bondage. They even begged Moses to lead them back into Egypt. How could this be possible? Was the journey through the desert worse than 400 years of slavery? Kabbalah offers a startling explanation for this. The entire story is a code. It is a veiled narrative of individual spiritual transformation. Let's decipher the code. Egypt refers to the human ego, the oldest slave master in history. Any aspect of our nature that controls us is Egypt. Egypt also denotes the seductive trappings of the material world. The moment our spiritual path becomes challenging or uncomfortable for the ego, we long to return to our personal Egypt. That is, to the lower level of being that we've grown used to. The path to transformation requires self-knowledge and personal accountability. It's not easy. We're constantly tempted to turn back. Escaping from spiritual bondage means liberation from the enslavement of our own former selves. You perceive the balance and harmony that fills all creation, especially in the hardships, challenges, and tests that you must face throughout your life. With the power of this name, you arouse strength to pass all those tests, to rise to a higher level of being, and to gain the joy and fulfillment that accompany true spiritual transformation. You unlock the chains of ego and achieve freedom. Breaking free from the ego, the entrapments of the mind. Okay? Letting go of our attachments to things, people, places, situations. This, in the letting go, this is how you experience true freedom. Start to bring in some movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes and allowing yourself to come back to this moment. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Gently roll to the right side, cupping your head in your hands. Pause for a moment of gratitude for everything that we have, the freedoms, the liberty, we have so much in this country, and being grateful for our forefathers that fought for that freedom, that freedom of speech, freedom to say what we need to say, freedom to make choices for our body and our health, okay? Freedom of thought, freedom in our writing. We have so much. Just taking in that freedom, that sense of, liberty, will, choice, being grateful for how much we have right here, right now. Food, home, shelter, friends, family, loved ones. Okay? Take a deep inhale and then exhale. Come up to a seated position. Rub the hands together again like we did at the beginning of practice. Eyes are closed. Rub them together, bringing in heat. Place your hands back on the heart. take a deep inhale. Exhale. We're going to take 2 more breaths. Again, just feeling your breath enter in and out through the chest. Last one. Inhale for closing Om. Hands to third eye. Bow. Thank you all for your beautiful practice this evening, for being truthful and vulnerable and open. May you all have a blessed 4th of July. Together we all say Namaste.
Namaste. Excellent class.
Woo!